we know there appears to be 2 buildings there. Based on your vantage point from where you
Yes.
are, where does it seem like the search teams, the canine, are focusing their efforts? Behind the building, to the side of the building, one of the buildings itself? Can you tell?
Okay, yes, actually, yeah. If you're looking at what is 182 going eastbound, that's the road. And then there is a building, a smaller building right off of that road. Okay, it's perpendicular to 182. Then there's a larger building that's a little bit from that. That is the Northbrook School number 1. Okay? That's where they're doing the search, and right now they're all around that building. That's where they've been focusing on for the time that I've been here, on the inside and outside of that building, and they've been inside and around the woods of that building. They've had their canine inside and outside of that building, that particular building, and then around the woods that lead to the back portion of that building, going away from that road, which would be 274, Highway 274. Kevin's now showing you which would be away from Highway 274, and that's along heading back toward 182. This actual building is off of Highway 182. It sits close to Highway 182 and 274. Right now, you're looking at the smaller building, which sits right off of Highway 182. And then you can see, showing you the signs, so you can see Highway 182, and then you see Highways 274. So the building that they've been spending most of their attention on is the larger building, which is that Northbrook School number 1, and that's the larger building. As Kevin will shoot back over there in a second and show you. And now they're coming back out to the road. Let's see over this way. And a group.
It looks like to me too.
And this is like.
Hold on, Richard.
It looks like to me, Richard, and I don't know, you're not going to be able to
search.
see this because you don't have the deed records in front of you, but it looks like to me the Deadmans potentially owned both of those properties at one point. I think they're, I mentioned earlier there might have been 2 different parcel
Yes.
sales at one point, and that would make sense because the same owner eventually owned those properties, but it looks like one in particular they're focused on.
Yeah, I think with the picture of the Google map and then Kevin's live picture there, that really gave us a good reference point to connect the 2 buildings to 182 and 274. So thanks for that, Richard. Now we're looking at, it looks like they're really getting some momentum here, this crew that we're looking at, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office land search crew.
Yeah, more or less another grid search, just because when you're talking about a quarter of a century, you're going over or less amount of time, anytime within the last 25 years, you're going over, very particular amounts of land, very fine amounts of land, and looking for anything you can. So it's a grid search, and it's of the smallest portions you can find, you can look at. So we're just paying attention to what they're doing.
Ben?
Yeah, just watching them, Richard, it appears, just from context clues, that they could very well be looking at coordinates on a map on their phone.